We have 7 females and 1 male.
Out here on the beach right now, you can training Maggie. Judy's training Sydney, she's our oldest one. Heather's training Zoe, and Mark is training Summer. Maggie's our oldest sea lion here at the Pittsburgh Zoo. She was born in 1995 at the Indianapolis Zoo, shortly followed by her half-sister Zoe. Maggie came to us in 1997, and Zoe came shortly after, 98, after a brief stint at Cedar Point, Ohio. Hawk is our third oldest. He is our only male. He's currently in the back for the purpose of the training demonstration. He was also born in 2005. And he was rescued off the coast of California. He was rescued 3 times after being rehabbed and released twice before. The third time when he was finally rescued, he was having such an easy time approaching people that they decided he'd probably be better off in the zoo, and he came to us. Summer and Callie are the 2 other older females, 2 adult females, and they're visiting us from National Zoo in D.C. while their building is being renovated. They were born in 2005 as well. They came to us in 2009. We'll hopefully be returning sometime in 2012. We've had 3 pups born here at the Pittsburgh Zoo. The oldest is Sydney. She's 2. She's training over there with Judy right now. Selena is a year old, and she was born last June. Yesterday was actually her first birthday. And then our youngest pup, Sophie, is right here. Sophie was born in June of this year. Hawk is the father to all of our pups. Zoe is actually Sydney's mother. Maggie is Selena's mother, and Sophie's mother, Callie, is in the back right now for this training demonstration. Callie's one of the sea lions visiting us from D.C. Here's Selena right here. We hear a lot of people come up and say things like, oh, look at the seals. As I said before, these are actually California sea lions. They are in the same suborder of Phoenixia. However, they do fall into different families. There's quite a few differences between them. For starters, you can notice the external ears here are of sea lions. Seals do not have these. They have a hole where their ear is. Also, as you watch the sea lions move across the beach, notice that they pull their front flippers up underneath them and use them to kind of walk across land. This gives them a lot of benefits. When they're moving across land, they can actually move at a top speed of 50 miles an hour, which is really beneficial if you're trying to get away from a predator. Seals, however, when they do move across land, they use their stomach muscles to kind of move like uniforms. So they're much, much slower. They're also slower in the water. Seals use their rear flippers to steer, or to propel themselves on their front flippers to steer, the exact opposite with sea lions. This actually makes them a lot faster and more agile in the water. They can swim at a top speed of 25 miles an hour. That makes them the fastest in the family. Seals and sea lions are sexually dimorphic, which means you can tell the difference between males and females. Males are much larger. If Hawk were out here right now, you'd be able to tell the size difference immediately. Also, males develop what's called a sagittal crest, which is almost like a crown on their head. The older they get, by the time they reach sexual maturity, it can be up to about 6.5 in height, and it'll grow a light blonde tuft of hair on top of it. Like us, sea lions are mammals. Which means that they give birth to live young. They produce milk to nurse their young. Sophie here is still nursing. She'll be able to start eating fish probably in the recent future. Sea lions are covered with a thin layer of fur. Right now, when they're wet, they actually look very slick and kind of rubbery. But when they dry off, they get pretty velvety. It's so more than you sitting up here dry. Sit up water now. Sorry. There's 3 main reasons that we do these training sessions that we train our animals to do. First is enrichment. These training sessions are supposed to be fun for the animals. They're supposed to help them achieve themselves in a way that's stimulating, supposed to be stimulating for the keeper. Gives them something to do with their day. train all of our animals for husbandry purposes. If we were to have to perform some kind of simple medical procedure for general hygiene procedures, other basic veterinary procedures, it's a lot more beneficial for the animals to be in a low-stress environment when they're doing behaviors that they do every day. It's much easier for them to cope with what's going on. It's also a lot less stress on the keepers and on the vets to perform these procedures when it's something that the animals are used to doing. It also helps us being able to avoid things like having to sedate our animals to perform procedures. The third reason that we perform these training sessions and we train our animals is for public education. It's very important to us, for you guys to come here and see our animals and what they're capable of, and a reason that they should be an important part of our planet. Sea lions are something that people frequently encounter in the wild, and that's why it's important for us to have people exposed to them. We want you to be able to see that while they are very intelligent animals, they can be very dangerous. They are carnivores, so it is important to stay away from them. Never approach a wild sea lion on the beach. As I mentioned, they are carnivores. Here at the zoo, we feed them squid, capelin, and herring. Another one of the differences between seals and sea lions, you may be able to notice if you look very carefully, that on the sea lion's back flippers, they have 3 nails. They'll use these for grooming purposes and stuff like that. Seals, however, have these nails on all 4 flippers. For those of you just joining us, we did talk about earlier. For those of you just joining us. For those of you just joining us, sea lions, like I said before, are mammals. This means that just like us, they're endothermic. A term we used to be warm-blooded. That means they're able to regulate their body temperature on their own. One of the ways they do this is they have a thick layer of blubber, like you might have heard whales and stuff like that have. This allows them to help keep their bodies warm. It also gives them an extra fat store if they have to go for a significant period of time without food. They'll be able to rely on that blubber store for energy. It's especially important for nursing mothers and things like that when they do have to bring up their food level every day, how much they eat, so they will be able to support their pups. This will conclude our sea lion training demo for the day. If you guys have any questions, feel free to stop by over here and ask them. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day here at the Pittsburgh Zoo and CCC Aquarium.